So here I'm just going to show you. This is for one time only, and this is very easy actually to create any virtual machine on Citrix hypervisor or any other hypervisor, right? Like if you are working with VMware hypervisor, so you have to open or you have to connect to your hypervisor over the web browser with some IP address or URL, right? But in case of Citrix hypervisor, we are having one application which is known as XenServer, and we are connected to the XenServer. To create a new virtual machine in XenServer, what you have to do, simply you can click here on new VM or go to the file, not file, right click on XenServer, click on new VM, new virtual machine. And from here, you can select the operating system, whatever the operating system you want to deploy. In our case, we are going with Windows Server Edition. You can install CentOS, Linux, Oracle, SUSE Linux, multiple like flavors are there. But our requirement is to set up the Windows Server machine. Simply click on next. Now, you can give some name to this virtual machine. In our case, we are going to configure the delivery controller. So I can name it like delivery controller. Click on next. Now, mount the ISO media. Like in our case, we are going to use Windows Server ISO media from which this virtual machine will boot. Click on next. So this is our hypervisor, our server. And as you can see, on our hypervisor, we are having 28 GB of RAM available out of 32 GB almost, right? So 20 GB of RAM is more than enough to create a single virtual machine. Click on next. Here you can decide like how many CPU, virtual CPUs you or memory you have to assign to this virtual machine. So for delivery controller, we need at least 5 GB of RAM. So I am allocating 5 GB of RAM to this machine. And maximum memory you can allocate to any virtual machine is 1536 GB. Okay, in Citrix hypervisor. Click on next. Now for a delivery controller, the storage like 32 GB is fine. But if you want to increase or decrease the like storage size, click on edit. And from here, you can increase or decrease the memory. Like you can make it 60 GB, 100 GB or whatever is your requirement. So for us, 32 GB is more than enough for testing purpose. Click on cancel. Click on next. Now, this is the MAC address. You have nothing to do with that. It's a networking team will take care for the network. Okay, click on next. Simply check this box, start VM automatically when created. Click on create now. So you will see one machine is creating here, and here we have got this machine. Click on the console, and in console you will see we missed it to press any key. Okay, no worries. Simply reboot the machine. Again, I missed. Okay, so hit enter. This is a very like basic installation that we are performing right now. Just like any other operating system, you must have to deploy on physical or any virtual machine. It's totally up to you guys, and it will be time consuming, but not more than 20 minutes for sure. Okay, guys. So here is the selection. You have to select the option. So English and time and currency, English US is fine. Click on next. Click on install now. And here we are going to select Windows Server 2022 with desktop experience. Okay. We do not want to perform the operation in CLI mode or command line mode. Okay. So we will go with the desktop experience one. Click on next. Accept the license term. Hello. Okay. So from here, select the second option. And now this is a hard drive size what we have allocated to this machine. Click on next. And now that will take some time to copy the files and to install up the features. And like after 5 to 10 minutes, it will ask you to uh, enter or set the password for the administrator user, right? So let's wait. And in the meantime, it will take up to 10 minutes. But in the meantime, guys, are you feeling my screen is lagging for you? Are you facing these issues or like I'm the only one? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mesh, we are able to see you.
Yeah, but my server is actually responding slow. Okay. In the meantime, let me fix my network issues. Okay. And please be
Maybe
ideal.
your problem.
Sorry.
Maybe your internet Wi-Fi
Yes, yes, yes.
router.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to reboot my router. And in between, please
Okay,
be there. And it's 13%, 15% now. It will take time to reach up to 100%. Okay.
okay,
Yeah, please be ideal and just watch my screen. And in the meantime, let me fix my network issues. Okay. My voice is clear
okay.
to both of you,
Yes,
right?
yes, voice is. Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm going on a mute. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Huh. Yeah, hi guys. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes, Mahesh.
Yes, Mahesh.
Okay, so as you can see, I have done nothing. Like I just initiated the installation, and at last it is asking to enter the password for the administrator user. Okay. So now let me enter some password. You can enter any password. It's totally up to you. And now we are good to log into the machine. So Control Alt Delete option is here to log into this machine. Click here and enter the password. So now our delivery controller only OS installation is done. Okay, I just install an operating system on one virtual machine. That's it. Or I simply created a single virtual machine. Now, as we are working as an IT professional, so our first task is to join the machine into our domain. So to do the same, click on the local server, click on the computer name and change the computer name so that we can recognize it. By default, there is some random, host name is there, right? And random numbers and name, right? So as this is our delivery controller, the core server, so I can make computer name something identical, right? So I can type like CTX for Citrix and DC for delivery controller. Okay, this is a kind of naming convention I'm using. Means if you are having more than 2 or 3 delivery controller, so you can type like DC01, or for second one you can type DC02, something like that, right? Or you can give any host name, but that should be identical, like someone will be able to recognize, right, by the host name itself.
Yes,
And my domain is abc.com. Click OK, and it will ask you the domain credentials. So just enter the username and the password. Hit OK. Now this machine will be into our domain. So what I'm going here, I'm just recording the things in a sequence. Okay, so for this session, I will give like recording number 1, 2, 3, such kind of sequence I will given to the recordings. Okay, and I will share the recordings with you guys. And wait for this. Okay, this machine is now into our domain, and it will ask you to restart. So simply restart it. Any doubt here in OS installation, guys? Very, very simple.
yeah, it's simple, Mahesh.
Because in future you must have to go for the clouds, including your, PBS,
Yes,
MCS, multiple things are there, right? And right now multiple projects are there, right? So all of them like preferring the cloud guys only, right? So
yeah,
and also I will be having some new project as well for my companies. So we are also
okay,
referring to the cloud guys only, like certified cloud guys. So okay, guys. So I have logged in with my domain user account, and now in this call only 5 minutes remaining. So I'm sharing new invite to you guys within 5 minutes, and we will configure this as a delivery controller. We will install the core components of Citrix here. Okay. So let's take a break for 5 minutes only, not more than that, and
okay,
then I'm sharing new invite to you. Okay, within a 5 minutes. Okay,
okay.
guys. Sushma, you okay?
Yeah, okay, Mahesh.
Okay. Thank you, guys.